वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. Hari Bol. You came yesterday?
Yes.
Okay, we went for darshan. You came to know?
No problem.
मैंने सुना है गुरुजी का.
सुना?
बचपन में.
अच्छा बचपन.
सामने.
अच्छा.
पर तब होश नहीं रहता.
होश नहीं.
कि क्या देख रहे हो?
हाँ उस समय हाँ. लेकिन वो गुरुजी के बारे में एकदम जानने के बाद सुनने से ना और भी ये होता है ना.
मतलब अब जो बात है वो तब बिल्कुल नहीं था. सामने बैठ के गुरुजी रूप चरित्र सुना रहे हैं, कीर्तन कर रहे हैं, पर क्या हो रहा है उतना होश नहीं था. तब मैं हैदराबाद में थी, तो वो जो हमारा जो एक का जो ग्रुप था रामजन का, तो एक प्रोग्राम था, तो गुरुजी वहाँ आए थे. तो सामने ही स्टेज था, गुरुजी कर रहे थे कथा, मैं भी थी, तो छोटी थी, सुन रही थी, सब कुछ भांति सुन रही थी.
So we are hearing about some pastimes of Guru Maharaj, my early interactions with him, when I came in contact with Srila Gurudev, my very early interactions that happened. They're very purifying. I have not remembered them for many days. So I thought I should refresh my memory so that my heart is purified. So I first met Guru Maharaj, in Mayapur Dham through his teachings when I was working in Bangalore. But later I came to Mayapur and I met him during Parikrama, Navadvip Dham Parikrama in 2002. So when I saw Guru Maharaj for the first time on the day of Parikrama, so Guru Maharaj was offering obeisances to all the Vaishnavas, Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya he was doing, and then after that he just was getting up. It was at that time I could see a shadow of Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj in Gurudev. So he kind of gave me a confirmation that he is not different from our previous Guru Varga. All the disciples of Srila Prabhupada, I had attraction towards Swami Maharaj, but that confirmation was given during this time that he is not different from his Guru Varga or our Guru Varga. He is carrying that message that Swami Maharaj carried. He is carrying that message that the entire Guru Varga carried to the entire world. So that was a confirmation that I got at that time. Then we were on Parikrama to, no, not Vidyanagar, Narshingapalli, Godrum. So we crossed the boat and then we were waiting for, the place where there is a football field. On the right side, if you go, there is a football field. So all of us were waiting there, all the devotees, and Guru Maharaj came by car from here to Navadvip and then back to Godrum. He came to that place by car. So by the time Guru Maharaj reached, devotees were performing Kirtan. Srikant Prabhu was leading Kirtan, and then, Kirtan was going on. And suddenly comes Guru Maharaj's car. And as soon as Guru Maharaj's car arrived, I just rushed very close to the car, because those days I was very, very enthusiastic, inquisitive, and wanted to be in very close vicinity to Guru Maharaj. I was not initiated. I just wanted to see if my faith gets fixed here or not. How much this personality will have influence on me that I can carry forward as disciple in the future. So that was my motive to come to Mayapur. Not that I had a lot of attachment to Mayapur Parikrama or to some other thing, but the main motive was to come in contact with Gurudev. So as soon as the car arrived, I just rushed, left aside all the Kirtan party and then rushed to the car. I still remember all those, moments. Guru Maharaj, the way he came out of the car, because, whatever he does is so sweet. It is simply sweet. I mean, you cannot use any word than that. If there is a better word we can use, but it is nothing less than sweet. So softly, so nicely he came out of the car, and then as soon as he came out of the car, give the mic. He was ready to do kirtan. And then that was the first time I witnessed Guru Maharaj singing kirtan. I have not probably heard that Guru Maharaj sings kirtan like this. That is not registered in my mind till then. But it was at that time when the mic came in front of him. Some devotees, no, I don't think he was asking for mic. He came down the car and he started performing kirtan. Shri Krishna, and everyone, oh, bring the mic. Because we are the ones who would wait for the mic, or there is a power cut, this or that, to, my voice will not be heard properly if I don't use the mic. This is our conception. But Guru Maharaj was not like this. Kirtan means for God, for the pleasure of Supreme Lord. As soon as he came out of the car, he started singing kirtan, and all the devotees got busy in bringing the mic. Those days it used to be a cycle mic. On the cycle, the mic, that amplifier used to be there, and that, what is it called? Bopu. What is it called in English? I don't know.
Sound box.
Not sound box. The conical thing from where the sound comes.
Speaker.
So I don't know what you call. It's like the conical thing, from where the sound comes. It is speaker only. So very primitive speakers. So the amplifier came on the bicycle, and Guru Maharaj, in front of Guru Maharaj, one devotee was holding the mic. Guru Maharaj was not holding the mic. Guru Maharaj was holding Tridanda and another hand in the air, singing the kirtan. And the person in front of him, he is holding the mic. But the toughest challenge is to hold the mic in front of Guru Maharaj when he sings kirtan. It's the toughest service ever one could do, because the way he would go into different bhava during the times of kirtan, it's unprecedented, beyond the world experience. Sometimes in the sky like this, sometimes like this. He would into many moods, and the person who is holding the mic, is all around him to take the mic. But Guru Maharaj, totally untouched, because his eyes are closed, whether his voice is being heard or not to everyone through mic, but whether Guru Varga is hearing or not, whether it is reaching Supreme Lord Sri Krishna or not, that was his only target. It was completely maddening. I was totally in a new ambience, in an ambience that is not known to me. No devotee knows me other than this Sundaranand and Shubhanand. I don't know anyone other than these two persons. And everyone knows only what these persons have come from Bangalore. Oh, from Bangalore, very educated. Only this they know about us. And we know only two persons. So, it was a totally different ambience. But in front of Guru Maharaj, when he was singing the kirtans, he made everyone dance so madly that even I was very shy during those days. I am not shy now, but during those days I was very shy. I wouldn't, interact so easily with everyone. Kind of an introvert. So, and particularly when you are in a new environment totally, you don't want to be, introvert doesn't, how he stays. So I was like that. I cannot come out of my heart, and I was like totally into myself. But I don't know what power was there in that kirtan. Even though I am so, shameful, I'm so, I cannot come out of my own self. I danced madly in front of Guru Maharaj. Because the kirtan, that made me dance. I don't know, somehow, when Guru Maharaj is saying, Hari Bol, I was like, when Guru Maharaj's hand is up, I'm up. Hari Bol, when his hand is down, I'm down. I don't know how that magnetic power, like when with his hand lift, he's lifting me, with his hand down, he is putting me on the ground. In this manner, I was jumping in the air, without my own knowledge that, I'm in a totally new environment, I'm being watched, I was dancing madly. And from that point, during parikrama, our discussion with other devotees was only about Guru Maharaj's Kirtan. So long we did not discuss about Guru Maharaj's Kirtan. There was Ras Bihari Prabhu was there, Tridandi Maharaj, and some other, senior god brothers. We were approaching, and then we were telling, what Kirtans? We have not heard such powerful Kirtans ever. We heard several times Kirtans, and to tell you the truth, also heard the Kirtans of Srila Swami Maharaj before, not to compare, but the way this Kirtan had, stirred my heart, totally, out of the world experience. So that was the point of discussion during parikrama. We were telling that, this is our experience. Told what you are telling. They started speaking about Guru Maharaj's Kirtan and how Guru Varga speaks about Guru Maharaj's Kirtan and how his absorption is, and how, our Tridandi Maharaj used to say that one time we were performing Sankirtan, and then during that time, they were, playing this big kartal, jumbo we call it, playing very big kartal, and if that kartal goes wrong, if any of the beat goes wrong, then everyone else, will be disturbed, because that is the most loudly heard thing. Not mridanga, not anything else. So if that is wrongly, given, the beat, everything else is finished. So something somehow like that has happened. Guru Maharaj is performing Kirtan and some beat has gone wrong. And he said, Siddhani Maharaj said, Prasad, you won't believe, Guru Maharaj came to me like this. He came to me like this. He was like, he would beat me. Nishingamurti. So much absorption he would be in. If there is any break of his mood in the Kirtan, then he would immediately become Nishinga Bhagavan. So they started speaking about Guru Maharaj and his Kirtan, his absorption. And I heard sometimes some devotees said, not very sure, that Guru Maharaj was not even aware whether his clothes were on or not when he was performing Kirtans. He was so much lost in Kirtans that he was completely out of this world. And sometimes he was performing Sankirtan, he was walking on the roads, and then some thorns were, pricking. Suddenly when he was performing Sankirtan, a thorn went inside and like this, just a small reaction like this, but that did not hamper his Kirtan. He continued Kirtan. At the place where they took Vishram, some rest, at that place, Anantaram Prabhu said this, I went to Guru Maharaj's feet because Guru Maharaj was limping. So I went to Guru Maharaj and then I, took his feet and then saw that the thorn is still lying inside. When, even a small pebble, just pricks us, it's not inside, it's just pricking us. All our bhava is finished, even if it is there. But this thorn is inside and Guru Maharaj is dancing, not walking. He is dancing. And Anantaram Prabhu told that when Guru Maharaj sat for rest, I removed this and I showed Guru Maharaj, this was in your feet. Oh, this was the expression. He did not even know there was something in his feet. So, in this manner, Guru Maharaj's Kirtan was so enchanting and he would himself be lost in those Kirtans. That our Puri Goswami Maharaj used to say, Gaur Nityananda used to dance. They dance when Tirtha Maharaj performs Kirtan. Who can make Gaur Nityananda dance? Devotees like, Mukunda Datta and all these great singers, Govinda Ghosh, they can make, Mahaprabhu dance in ecstasy. So such was, the power of Guru Maharaj's Kirtan. So they were all, narrating these glories of Guru Maharaj and his Kirtan. I also saw something very crazy that I had never seen. Some devotees were somersaulting in the mud during parikrama. They are turning around on the mud. This is Dham's mud, this is Dham's dirt. Everything sounded very crazy because I was so-called educated person. Still even I think at that time very educated. But I was saying, what is this? What is these people doing? But they were what you call so easily they were doing all these things out of devotion. And I also saw when Guru Maharaj is walking, performing Kirtan walking, all the devotees, the Vaishnavas, they are taking the dust and putting on their feet. This was something totally new to me. This was not seen before. I was in an environment, ISKCON environment and some other organizations. This atmosphere was totally new to me. That we say Shuddha Bhakta Charana Renu Bhajana Anukula, all these things. That time I didn't know, but the thing is that these are the afterthoughts, or the reflections of what I have seen at that time. That when Guru Maharaj is walking, behind him the devotees will take his feet dust and their head. They would brush their head on the floor. So I was thinking, what kind of guru this person must be, and what kind of faith these disciples have got. This is the faith, this is the love that the disciples have to Sri Guru. And not any guru and every guru can get such a love or such a gain the faith of the disciples unless until he is of a very, very high class standing. So all these things were slowly getting confirmed in my heart that I am not in the presence of a ordinary person. I am in the presence of a person who has won the hearts of millions of people. Kirtans were so powerful Kirtans. After Guru Maharaj, also so many other devotees, they started performing Kirtans. These days the Kirtans got diluted so much. So many Hindi Kirtans got into this picture, and so many Braja Kirtans came into picture. So many Western style tunes have come into place. But earlier it was not so. It was very, very different. We didn't understand Bengali at that time. We had one complaint for sure, yes. I and Naveen had always this complaint. Why they are not singing Mahamantra? Mahamantra is easily understood by everyone. Why are they not singing Mahamantra? Why are they singing all the Kirtans but Mahamantra? Because we don't know, we can't follow Bengali. But whatever it was, devotees were in ecstasy. So by seeing that even Hindi Kirtans we were not appreciating, not Bangla Kirtans also. We were only thinking that there should be Mahamantra, which is easily followable for everyone. I think even now some people have this. I don't know.
I also always had this question. Who they get their Mahamantra? I still have this question.
Yes. So, but that was the, always thinking why they don't do Mahamantra. But anyway, so in this manner, Parikrama was over that days. And then on the day of Vidyanagar, again we went on Parikrama. This day Guru Maharaj did not perform any Kirtans. During those days, Tamal Krishna Prabhu was Guru Maharaj's servant. So, and I, Naveen Prabhu, both of us were seen very, very special in the mutt because we have come from Bangalore. Only persons from South India. So we were seen very specially during those days. So they tried to meet all the requirements of us. Oh, is it okay? Is it okay? Are you fine? Because, one thing was that Param Gurudev's desire was there to go to South India for preaching. Guru Maharaj, Param Gurudev's centennial was approaching. 2004 is Param Gurudev's centennial. From 2003 onwards, Param Gurudev's centennial celebrations will begin. 2003, 4 and 5, 3 years. 2002 we met. So we were seen as some special persons, so that if there is any chance to go to Bangalore or some other south, then there are some contacts. And educated, English speaking, so all these somehow played in favor of us. So we approached Tamal Krishna Prabhu that we want to meet Gurudev, please arrange for a meeting. It was very difficult actually. It's very difficult during Parikrama time. Even disciples don't get an opportunity to meet. because later I was serving Srila Guru Maharaj, I know when they come and request us, we will say no, not during parikrama. When Guru Maharaj comes for common darshan, it is only at that time you can see, no special darshans. That is, that's impossible. So many devotees are there. Everyone would want to sit for 10 minutes, but Guru Maharaj will not leave for 20 minutes. So his schedule will be, disturbed. So it is very, very difficult. So, but still, as I said, we were very special. Upon our request to Tamal Krishna Prabhu, he said that okay, after lunch in Vidyanagar, we used to, as far as I remember, we used to have it at that in Vidyanagar, where all the Brihaspati and all the persons they had come to, they did tapasya there to get Krishna Bhakti or worship Mahaprabhu. What is that place? Vidyanagar only, proper Vidyanagar. So it's not like these days schools are booked or some other big grounds are booked for prasad. During those days, at that place only we used to take prasad. So in Vidyanagar, Tamal Krishna Prabhu told, okay, after prasad, please come down to that place. Guru Maharaj will be, there. You please come there. You will not get time more than 10 minutes. You have to oblige for this. He said, okay, whatever we get is okay, fine. So Naveen Prabhu and I, both of us went to Guru Maharaj, and Mishra ji is the one, whenever he gets an opportunity, he would not miss. So he was also with us. So he has a lot of love to Guru Maharaj, so he cannot help but be with Guru Maharaj always. So he was also there in that conversation, and this was the first one-on-one interaction opportunity that I got with most revered Srila Gurudev. And then Guru Maharaj's very sweet mannerisms, the way he welcomed us, that is when he came to know that both of us have come from Bangalore. Oh, Bangalore, our Guru Maharaj had desire to go there to preach. So he was welcoming, like you never, whenever you approach Guru Maharaj, you don't feel that you are not known to him. He always keeps you at comfort. So we offered obeisances, and then Naveen Prabhu asked a question. I don't know, it was he first or I first, I don't remember. Maybe it was me first. Whatever it is, I asked, time ho gaya kya?
No.
Okay. हाथ रखा तो मुझे लगा टाइम हो गया. So I whatever it is, Naveen Prabhu asked a question. I will tell that first. That there is, he gave one case, a case study. There is a very nice ambience available, where in whose company you are always feel inspired to perform bhajan. But the Guru is not of that caliber. But in the association of his disciples, we feel very greatly inspired. And on the other hand, there is another group where the association is not so good, the ambience of the disciples is not so good, you really don't feel inspired in their company. But Guru is very high standard, by seeing whom one will immediately, instantly feel that, this is the place I should take shelter. So, where should I go? So, you know what it means to Gurudev. So, the purport of it is, I don't have to explain the meaning of this. So, that was the question. Guru Maharaj's answer is an eye-opener. We are usually, we think so many, we want to be very technical, we want it to be right, we don't want to be offensive, we want to be, at the same time biased to something. So many things are there in our mind. Guru Maharaj came from a very different platform. He told, Dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mamupayantite. In Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says, I give them intelligence by which they come to me. The Lord says that you cannot do anything by your desire, but by seeing your sincerity, the Lord gives you intelligence by which you can attain him. Everything answered. Dhruv Maharaj, he went on parikrama, he went to attain Supreme Lord Sri Krishna to perform bhajan. He did not go in search of Guru. But Supreme Lord saw the sincerity of Dhruv Maharaj and sent his own personal associate Narad Goswami in front of him. Therefore, if you are sincere, Guru will come and manifest in front of you. We don't have capacity to search. The answer was so spellbinding, although for some time or for many months, Naveen Prabhu thought that his question is not answered because he was asking A or B. No intermittent answer. You understand A or B? So this or that you have to tell me. So he was not satisfied for several days, but the answer was totally from a different platform, which even though we couldn't appreciate at that time, probably later when we tried to analyze, we understood that this is the meaning of it. That it is not we who can choose an association or guru, it is our sincerity, seeing which Supreme Lord personally puts us in such circumstance or sends us to such guru, or guru becomes manifest. Then I asked another question, that Guru Maharaj, in my initial days of Krishna consciousness, I was very enthusiastic. I was wanting to do more and more, but over these years, I think 98 I began this path. By 4 years, over the last 4 years, my enthusiasm is going down and down. Please tell me the reason, and please tell me how I can keep my enthusiasm always like I was in the before. Then for this also, Guru Maharaj answered in a very tangential way, in a very not a direct way, but in a very philosophical, from a spiritual standpoint, he gave this answer. He said, Vaishnavas always see their own defects. I was thinking, oh, I am seeing my defect, I am a Vaishnava. This was my state. Vaishnavas always see their own defects. They never see the defects in others. But the main answer comes after that. If we see our own defects, then we will progress in Hari Bhajan. But if we see defects in others, we think we have so many qualities, therefore our bhajan will be hampered. We will not be able to perform bhajan because we are seeing qualities in us and demerits of others. If we see demerits or disqualifications or bad defects of others, then all of these are going to be a hindrance in our Hari Bhajan. He gave an example of an ant. He says an ant which is insignificant. To this insignificant ant also, a Vaishnava does not commit harm, even to an insignificant ant. He is always very careful. What to speak of other living entities? We should not hurt any living entity. We should not find faults in any living entity. If we do that, then our bhajan will be disturbed. Vaishnavas are Paramahamsas. A Hamsa has the capacity to extract milk from a mixture of water and milk. Vaishnavas are Paramahamsas. All the living entities, they have got both good and bad qualities. Even a bad person has got some good qualities. We call a person to be bad because he has more bad qualities than good qualities, but it does not mean he has no good qualities at all. We call a person to be good person because he has more proportion of good qualities than bad qualities. So Vaishnavas, they don't see the defects or the bad qualities in any living entity. They simply take the good qualities in everyone, in everyone, all the living entities. If we see defects in others, our Hari Bhajan will be disturbed. So Guru Maharaj gave this reply. He did not say why my enthusiasm is lost, why I am not able to perform, my 4 years ago, whatever enthusiasm was there, why it is not there now. He did not answer directly. But this is the answer to it. When we start bhajan, for us everyone is a great devotee. Oh, all very nice devotee. So fallen, wretched, I have no qualities. After 1 year, oh, I am also a devotee. After 2 years, I am the only devotee. So then our, seeing defects in others begins. And that is the cause of our loss in enthusiasm. Guru Maharaj did not say this, but Guru Maharaj said that because we are finding faults in others, Krishna is displeased. Krishna is displeased. Therefore, how will we get enthusiasm? That moment, what I felt was, Guru Maharaj had entered into my heart. He had done a complete scan of my heart's problem, and he had come out and he replied. That was exactly my situation. My question was so polished, very sweetly presented that I am losing enthusiasm, but I have not presented the bad side of me, that I am seeing faults in others, which Guru Maharaj he knew more than anybody else. So he had done a perfect scan, diagnosed the actual problem. He doesn't have to do that, but I'm just trying to extrapolate that conversation to say that he has understood and he has immediately given that this has a solution. Then Rasbihari Prabhu was there and so many others. I told, you know what, I have got one special realization today. He told, what? I felt that Guru Maharaj had perfectly scanned me inside. What my actual problem is, why I am losing enthusiasm in Hari Bhajan. And he had given the solution that I should not be doing that if I want to perform Hari Bhajan. Then he just added more to it. You see, this is not your own experience. There are innumerable disciples of Srila Gurudev. They had experienced this at one point in time, not once, several times in their association with Guru Maharaj, that Guru Maharaj is Antaryami. He knows everything. We cannot hide anything from him. He knows what our actual problem is, and then he gives solution accordingly. Sometimes you see, someone has asked question and we see that question is not answered. But there was sometimes, some people were also saying that Guru Maharaj, if someone asks question to Gurudev, Guru Maharaj does not answer the question directly, it's not, easily understood. But the thing is that if we are submissive, then we will understand that Guru Maharaj is trying to address the core of the problem. We want to hear something else. Okay, chant more. Okay, do Vaishnav Seva. Something like that. We want to hear something very, so-called practical according to us. But Guru Maharaj fundamentally addresses the core of the problem, Sharanagati. Or some other thing. So this is what all of us miss. We think that, my question is not answered. But the same, I had personally felt several times, the answer that I have not understood at that point, I could understand over a period of time. At what Guru Maharaj meant at that time. It only is a matter of how much submission we have. So in that meeting, we had, from our mat, 2 books that got printed. Taste of Transcendence, Sages of Ancient India. Both Guru Maharaj's lectures in, Taste of Transcendence lectures in the foreign countries, And Sages of Ancient India is translation from Guru Maharaj's Pauranik Charitavali, where he wrote about Dhruva and Prahlad. So these are the two books that got printed from Mandala, and they were offered to us. That was in my bag. I used to carry my backpack. So I took these two books out of my bag. I presented in front of Guru Maharaj, and I told Guru Maharaj, Maharajji, I was not calling Guru Maharaj. I told him, Maharajji, please sign on this. Then Guru Maharaj took the book in his hands, and he was slowly turning page after page. And then he saw his own picture. Oh, this is me. Very sweetly, he would say, he's like, he would always is like this. This is me. Oh, our Gurudev. There is more, there is more sweetness when he sees Gurudev. This is our Gurudev. You have seen him? Then he goes further, and then he says, oh, this book they have printed when I went to foreign countries. I spoke there. This book they have printed from what I spoke there. There can be some mistakes here. I didn't understand what he was telling. I told Guru Maharaj, please sign, because I was thinking some mistakes means there could be some print mistakes, then there can be some, spelling mistakes, or, or type printing is not good, whatever, there are some mistakes. I took it that way. Then I told, okay, Guru Maharaj, please sign. Our Gurudev's Vani, our Gurudev's instructions, his speech, it is transcendental. There are no defects, there are no mistakes in our Gurudev's. Nobody could even see a single trace of fault in Guru Maharaj. He is from a word of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. So whatever he speaks, that is absolute. But this they have printed from what I spoke. There can be some mistakes in this. How can I sign? When Guru Maharaj said this, means he is attesting that one can read his book. That's what probably he wanted to, not do. I am not attesting, or I am not suggesting that you should go through this book. So he was not signing, and I was repeatedly requesting, and ultimately we failed. He did not sign. Tamal Krishna Prabhu told, Prabhu, he will not sign, please take it back. He will not sign, please take it back. And we had to take it back. He did not sign. I was actually moved by his humility at that time. No sadhu of that caliber, there are so many followers rubbing their head on the dust where his feet has just lifted up. There are so many persons taking the dust on their head. Those they want to do somersaulting at the place where he is walking. That sadhu is telling that I am not eligible. My speech there may be some mistakes. I was totally moved by his humility at that time. I have never ever come in contact with such a humble personality who has such a high standing in the Vaishnava community and still considers himself as so lowly, even in front of his disciples. In front of Guru Varga, humility accepted. In front of Guru Bhais, God brothers, humility accepted. In front of disciples and in front of those who are aspirants, we will become disciples or not, that is also not sure. Some visitors, that's all. Some onlookers. We don't know what is humility. Even in front of us, such kind of humility, when I saw, I was totally moved by it. And I thought, yes, here is a person probably I have been searching for all these years. If I lose the contact of this person, then I don't know what will be my state in the future. I somehow got this very, very strong conviction at that time. But somehow due to our analytical mind, so much of thinking we do, whether it is okay, whether my mood is okay, whether I should continue here. So many things were simultaneously going on in my head. One after another, I could clearly see one after another, my attachment to him was only increasing. First, hearing about him, my desire to meet him has increased. After meeting him, I saw something very supreme and transcendental. And then I got little more closer when he was performing Kirtan. And that Kirtan has totally moved me. And after that I got a one-on-one interaction wherein he not only understood my actual problem, he gave a solution to it, and after that I could clearly see, in spite of such a high standing, he is so humble and lowly. I was thinking, this is an afterthought, but I was thinking that I have been approaching so many gurus with this question, that my enthusiasm in Krishna Bhakti is has reduced over the last 4 years, and it is going on, further down. One of the Maharajas, he replied that, you see, a living entity has no capacity to, lift himself up. There is a requirement of Sadguru. Sadguru is the person who can bring the surrendered disciple to a higher state. So with your own effort, if you are trying, you cannot. So it is so natural that enthusiasm will be lost. So that was an answer, that you should have Guru. He himself was an initiating Guru. But when I asked the same question to Guru Maharaj said something, the basic fundamental problem in us. He didn't say that you should accept Guru, you should come in the search of Guru. But what was the fundamental problem, he told, and it is an afterthought that I realized that this is the duty of a Guru. Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. What is Guru? Guru is the one who brings out a disciple from ignorance, Ajnana Timira, deep darkened state of ignorance, Jnananjana Shalakya, by anointing with the balm of spiritual knowledge. Chakshurunmilitam, he would open the eyes, means he would bring him into light. That is the duty of a Guru, to bring the disciple or the surrendered one from ignorance to light. Guru Maharaj has done exactly that. I was thinking that my enthusiasm is going down, but it was due to my ignorance, not understanding the Vaishnavas, by talking ill about them or by trying to see defects in them, not appreciating their service, thinking that I am the only one serving. Due to this is an ignorance. Maybe I am doing bhajan only, I am chanting, I am cooking for the Lord, but I am thinking that if I don't do, nobody will do, nobody will care. I am the only one doing service. In the conditioned state, all these things come in the heart, and I had these things. I still have these things. So I was thinking, if I don't do, then nobody is doing. Particularly when you are with, 8 or 10 devotees, you obviously feel that everyone should share the services, right? You feel so. And particularly you are working outside, and you have to cook, you have to do this, you have to do that, so many things, then automatically we get, what is this? Nobody is doing, only I have to do. Nobody is sharing any service with me. So I was, as a conditioned soul, I was thinking like this, if I don't do, nobody does. I would become angry on others, I would, harshly speak with them. I was doing all these things. You would speak harsh. You cannot even do this. You cannot set your own clothes right. At least I am cooking, set your own clothes right. I have to do that also, or what? Like talking like this with the devotees. Ignorance. I am cooking for God, offering to Lord, dancing in front of Lord, everything is going on, but ignorance. Guru is the one who would bring a surrendered one from that ignorance to light. I understood that, others are speaking that Guru is required, but Guru Maharaj had done what Guru is supposed to do. That is to show light, the path of light. So all these things made me really convinced that yes, I am at the right place. But sometimes we hear to the mind, not to the heart. particularly those who are educated, within quotations. Those who are educated, they many times, I don't want to say everyone, about me I should say, especially educated like me. So I thought from the brain, not from the heart. Heart is telling that there is no person superior to him, but the brain is telling, wait, don't react so quickly, because time will tell. Not like, if you see someone, immediately you get attracted. It's like, it's not that. You have to give some time. So then I had to give time, even though many disciples of Gurudev told, you will not get such a guru. Please, he will be here for how long in this world, nobody knows. Accept him. I was not accepting at that time. Tamal Krishna Prabhu was sitting, in the office building, on the stairs, sitting and writing names of all those who want to take Harinam. And everyone were sending, go, write your name, get your name written there, get your name. He said, no, not now. So foolish that I couldn't, get my name enrolled in the Harinam list. But later I eventually took Harinam. Today time is up. We will continue tomorrow. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Shri Radha Madan Mohan Panchatattvatmak Shri Gaur Hari ki jai. Paramaraditam Patita Pavana Stotra Sata Shri Srimad Bhakti Ballābh Tirtha Goswami Srila Guru Maharaja ki jai. Nityalila Pravishthom Vishnupad Pransa Stotra Sata Shri Srimad Bhakti Daita Madhava Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Rupanuga Guru Varga ki jai. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrind ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrind ki jai. Samagata Harikatha Shravanakari Bhakta Vrind ki jai. Paramaraditam Srila Guru Maharaj ki jai. Shri Guru Mahima ki jai. Shri Harinama Sankirtan ki jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol.